just pick him up by the scruff of his neck?
Yeah, that's what the mask did.
Here he is. You're on YouTube. So, we did a thing. Me and Hannah conceived. We conceived a young miniature dachshund called Arnie. And yes, he is named after Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we got this little dude. How long we had him? 6 weeks? Maybe more. He's about 16 weeks old now, and we got him at 9 weeks. So that's 7 weeks we've had this little dude trying to eat the mic. And he is the light of my life. Hannah is no more. It's just me and Arnie all the way. Han went to Canada for like 10 days and I had to look after him by himself, and he was only like, we'd only had him for like maybe a week. And I was, don't eat the mic. I was like cacking it, but I think we bonded pretty hard, and now I think I'm the favourite. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's he's supposed to be a miniature dachshund, but air gel. We think he might be a bit bigger. Well, like a big, like a small, normal dachshund. I don't think he's a miniature dachshund. But we'll see. The people are going for him really nice, and he has a good life. He has lots of puppuccinos, and he eats everything. So, where are we at? Well aware, haven't done a YouTube video in a while because I'm rubbish with YouTube, so at least I'm consistent with that. But we are 4 weeks out in a couple of days, so just over 4 weeks out from first pro show of this year and the first pro show in nearly a year and a half. Okay, so last time I got on stage was 2021 for the Poland Pro, whatever it was called, back in October 2021. And we are now here 2023 in April, and the show is May 13th. So I'm excited, and I'm not nervous. People have asked if I'm nervous, and I'm not really nervous right now. To be honest, I'm just enjoying every day. I think, like, really enjoying this prep, to be honest. I think one of the things that's held me back in the last few years competing is probably not kind of just being in the moment. You know what I mean? You put a lot of pressure on yourself. I think when I turned pro in 2019, I put a lot of pressure on myself. It's like all of a sudden I was like, man, I want to be Mr. Olympia. We're going to make it happen. And it's like, no. It don't happen that quick, man. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to perform. And then, you know, when it didn't happen, it was my first real sort of taste of defeat. You know, my first show I did in 2020, NPC, well, it wasn't NPC, RPB, but it was the NPC European show. It was like 35 guys, they're kind of like mid-table. I think it's just a massive knock on the confidence, you know. And ever since then, competing has, obviously I love bodybuilding, but the competing aspect and actually doing the shows has not been as enjoyable ever since then because of the pressure I put upon myself. But this year, it's been very, very different. Things, obviously last year we was in Dubai all year, but this year things are a lot more relaxed. We have our pretty little home here in Essex. We have our little doggo, and everything's very chilled. Prep is very much routine. Everything's happening very, very easily. And the physique has come together very, very easily. Obviously, guys who don't follow me on Instagram probably won't know. If you do, you will. That I'm just working with Sammy, my best mate, my one love, behind Hannah, of course. We have been working together since pretty well, I don't know, like 20 weeks out. I think it was about, I can't really remember on the timeline, but I think it was around 20 weeks out. I basically decided that working with Cal wasn't for me, purely on the basis that Sammy knows me so well. And I was in, you know, I'm at home, I'm prepping at home, and Sammy's been with me, seen me compete for the last 8 years or 7 years, you know, ever since my first competition. He's seen me do, so I think he knows my physique. Well, I know he knows my physique better than anyone. He's seen me shredded plenty of times now. He's seen me go through the process plenty of times. So I unloaded the pressure on him. Although I think he's taken it all within his stride. I think he's enjoying it, to be honest. I think he's so confident in the fact that he does know my physique. He's been very assertive, wouldn't you say, Han?
Yeah.
he's been very assertive. He hasn't really because I was a bit. Sammy hasn't really, prepped anyone, obviously, of this caliber without sounding big-headed. Not that I'm saying I'm great, but whatever. So I was a bit like, well, I wonder how he's going to handle this. But you know what? He took it in his stride. He hasn't second-guessed the decision. He's very confident in every single decision that he's made has bettered my physique every single day. We literally do check-ins every single day. I send that kid pictures every single morning. 3-4 times a week I'm sending post-workout pictures. He's on me. And it's been the most stress-free, easy prep I've ever had, honestly. And up until maybe 4-5 days ago, I didn't even feel like I was prepping. I said it, everybody's asking me, how's prep? It's that question, how's prep? I didn't feel like I was prepping. I was literally fine. Like, it was just another day. I had 2 days where I went away to Manchester to do some work for SN to shoot these awesome clothes that I am wearing now. Shout out to SN. Golden Boy 10 for your discount on www.suppleneeds.co.uk. But yeah, we was doing some shoots for them, getting all the clothing shots and stuff done. Those 2 days were pretty rough, a lot of steps, 20k steps, and like big weighted bag on me, standing up all day, and I'm not used to that, so that pretty much drove my physique down. That was hard, but other than that, haven't felt like I've been on prep. It's been literally a breeze to get to more or less the condition I am now, which I might put up on the screen to show you guys. So from 16 weeks out, I think it was like 101. I'm currently now 90, around 96 and a half, 96.4 this morning, have been for the last few days. My lowest, I did hit 95.5. That was coming off the back of Manchester, but I think that was kind of like a fake low. It was like, it was really driven down into the ground just for a lot of output and stuff. So 96 and a half pretty much is where I'm sitting right now. And things are awesome, things are awesome. Just starting to dig in the last 4 or 5 days now. Calories are around, I don't know, they're around 2,400. I think I'm on 225 carbs, 60 fat, 250 protein. Doing 40 minutes of stairs. Steps I don't really do. Some days I'll get out for more steps than others. Some days I won't. Depending on how I feel. Like, I've got a bit of a dodgy knee, so I don't like to go crazy on the steps. I probably average 6K, is that fair? With a raised eyebrow, she's like 4. Probably about 6K a day. And training hard as ever. And that's been the focus throughout the whole prep, is make sure my training's been balls out, to the wall like it always is all the way through prep, and it has been up until this point and still is. Obviously dropped the volume a little bit. I was doing a lot of, a couple working sets each exercise. Right now I'm pretty much only doing one working set, or I might do one working set with an intensifier, like a rest pause or something like that. But pretty much just building up to one all-out set and moving on right now. But yeah, everything's been going smooth, Everything's been going smooth. I think right now I'm just excited to get on stage. I'm excited to get on stage and just, I think, show myself actually more than anyone, more than anything this prep, is actually get on stage, look back at the pictures and the videos and saying, fuck yeah, I'm back, baby. Because up until, like I say, I think it's been about 4 years since I brought a physique that I felt is worthy of my own standards. There's always been something that's, I'm not saying something's gone wrong like I'm blaming someone, but there's always been something that we've done throughout the process that has not brought the best result. This time we have weeded those things out. Certain compounds, certain things that we've done on other preps, we haven't done this prep, and I think we've really figured things out and figured my physique out. Refeeds being one of them. I've had a crazy amount of refeeds. It is ridiculous. I think not only a couple of weeks ago, I had like 8 high days, 600 gram high days. In the space of like 15 days, one of them being a cheat meal of a 5 guy as well, which I went pretty hard. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the physique keeps responding. So we keep doing it. Now, obviously, the high days are a little bit more sparse, trying to dig in, get that condition mainly from the back now. I'm pretty much in from the front. I wouldn't say I'm stage ready from the front, but I'm like probably within 5% being stage, 5 to 10% of stage ready in the front, and then the back's not far behind. So I'm just excited to get on stage. I'm sure I'll be nervous on the day. I always am. I think if anyone says there isn't, then they're lying. And just get out there and do the do, and just do this show for me, to be honest. Just do this show for me and prove to myself that I can bring the physique, that I think I can, that kind of image that I have in my head, that I've had in my head for the last few years, of the look I know I can bring, full round. We're going to bring it in Ireland. So 4 weeks to show it. Okay, guys, so that's it. Little update from me. Probably not too long, but it's all I've got right now. I'm going to try and bring you guys some more videos. I'm probably just going to bring some simple videos because the reason I don't start YouTube is because I always get in my head that I've got to do some like mad video and I try and put a lot of effort into it and then I'm like, fuck that, that was a lot of hard work. So I think I'm just going to bring some simple stuff, even if it's just 4 or 5 clips smushed together, just to show you guys something, show you guys, you know, a few things about what I'm doing, you know, with food supplementation and all that shizness. Because I've only got 4 weeks now and it's kind of getting to the fun part, so I'm sure you guys would like to see that, you know, for my plethora, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers that I have now. I've got like 2K, but I think you guys might want to see that. All right, so until then, peace out. Shout out SN on the clothing, by the way. This is the Icon series. The other series they have is the Oversized series. So if you want something a little bit more fitted, go for the Icon series. You want something a little bit more oversized, a little bit more cushy, then go for the Oversized series. Pretty much says it on the tin, guys. All right, so you can get these clothes at SN, supplementthese.co.uk, goldenboy10 for your money off. And yeah, peace out.